Introduction to Pillow, the Python imaging library. Pillow is a library for opening, editing and saving many different image file formats in Python. It is often used for working with images such as resizing, cropping, rotating, and converting between formats. Pillow is valuable in tasks like automating image edits, creating thumbnails, enhancing images, and even generating graphics for the web. With Pillow, you can process images directly from Python scripts with just a few lines of code. Real-world uses include preparing images for websites, data science projects, game development, and automating reports with images. Running the cell now. Let us set up the environment and show how to install Pillow if you are on Windows. This line turns off warnings, so the output looks clean. We import the system module. This is just a comment for installation on Windows. Use this command in command prompt to install Pillow. We import the image class from Pillow. Running the cell now. This code sets up the environment for using Pillow by importing the necessary library, PIL's image module, and suppressing warnings for cleaner output. Although there's no visible output yet, it's the essential first step to start opening and manipulating images in Python. Notice how the import prepares your script to work seamlessly with various image processing tasks covered in this lesson. Core concepts in Pillow. The key object in Pillow is the image object. You can open, create, edit, and save images using image methods. Images can be loaded from files or created from scratch. Modes define image types, for example, RGB, L for grayscale. Common workflows: open image, edit image, save image. Running the cell now. We will now create a simple image from scratch. Let us create a simple new RGB image and check its type. We create a new image with size 100 by 100 pixels, filled with red. We print the type of the image object. Running the cell now. The output confirms that the created object img is indeed an instance of the image class from the Pillow library. This demonstrates how the image.new method produces an image object in the specified RGB mode with a set size and color, reinforcing the lesson's focus on Pillow's core image object. Let us check some important properties of the newly created image. Show basic image information. Print the size of the image. Print the mode, color type, of the image. Running the cell now. This output shows that the image is 100 pixels wide and 100 pixels tall, confirming its square shape. The mode RGB indicates it's a color image with red, green, and blue channels. This information is essential as it helps us understand the image's dimensions and type before performing further edits or processing in Pillow. Opening and viewing images. You can open image files from your computer. Pillow supports many formats like PNG, JPEG, GIF, BMP. You can quickly view the image using Show. Example: load an image from disk and display it. Running the cell now. Let us see how to load and display an image file from your computer. Open and view an image. Replace the file name with your own image. We start a try block to catch file errors. Try to open an image called example.jpg. Show the image in your default viewer. Print a message if it works. If the file is not found, do this. Print a helpful error message. Running the cell now. This output shows the error message when the specified image file, example.jpg, is not found in the current folder. It highlights the importance of having the correct image file accessible before using the image.open and show functions to view the image. This helps you troubleshoot file path issues when working with images in your code. Saving images in different formats. You can save your images in different file formats. Just use the save method with a file name. Example: save an image as PNG and as JPEG. Running the cell now. Now let us save the generated image to disk using two common formats. Save the red image in two formats. Save as PNG. Save as JPEG. Show a message that images have been saved. Running the cell now. This output confirms that the image was successfully saved in both PNG and JPEG formats, as intended by the code. It highlights how easy it is to save the same image in multiple file types using the save method with different file names, reinforcing the lesson on exporting images in various formats. Let us resize our red image to a new size. Beginner, resize an image. Resize the image to 50 by 50 pixels. Print the original size. Print the new size after resizing. Running the cell now. This output shows the original image size of 100 by 100 pixels and the resized image now at 50 by 50 pixels. Notice how the resize method changes the image dimensions, which is useful before saving images in different formats to control file size or quality. This step sets the foundation for saving images efficiently in the next part of the lesson. Rotating images is also easy with Pillow. Let us rotate the red image. Beginner, rotate an image. Rotate the image by 45 degrees. Save the rotated image to a file. Print a message that the image was rotated and saved. Running the cell now. This output confirms that the image was rotated by 45 degrees and then successfully saved as a PNG file. Notice how the save method is used right after editing the image, which is key for preserving your changes in different formats. This ties directly to the lesson's focus on saving images after processing. Let us convert a color image to black and white, grayscale. Beginner, convert an image to grayscale. Convert the red image to grayscale mode. Save the grayscale image. Print a message that it was converted and saved. Running the cell now. This output confirms that the image was successfully converted to grayscale and saved as a PNG file named red_gray.png. Notice how the code uses the convert method to change the image mode to grayscale before saving it, illustrating how you can easily transform and store images in different formats during this lesson. You can crop any rectangular part of an image easily. Intermediate, crop a region out of the image. Set the boundaries for the crop. Crop the image using the boundaries. Save the cropped image. Print a message that cropping is done. Running the cell now. This output confirms that the cropped section of the image, defined by the coordinates 25, 25, 75, 75, has been successfully saved as a PNG file named red_crop.png. Notice how the code crops a specific region before saving, which highlights how you can manipulate and store just parts of an image in different formats using the save method. Let us see how to paste one image onto another. Intermediate, combine two images, paste one onto another. Create a blue background image. Get the cropped image as foreground. Paste the foreground onto the background at position 10, 10. Save the result. Print a message the combined image is saved. Running the cell now. This output confirms that the combined image, created by pasting one image onto a blue background, has been successfully saved as a PNG file. Notice how the code uses the save method with a file name to specify the format, reinforcing how you can control image output types during saving. This step links directly to the lesson's goal of saving images in different formats after performing image manipulation. Pillow lets you draw on images. Here is a simple example. Intermediate, draw shapes and text. Import modules for drawing and fonts. Create a white image. Create a drawing context. Draw a rectangle on the image. Draw some text on the image. Save the drawing image. Print a message it is saved. Running the cell now. This output confirms that the image with the drawn rectangle and blue text was successfully saved as a PNG file named drawing.png. Notice how the code uses the save method to store the edited image, illustrating the key step in saving images in different formats after drawing or editing. Let us see how to apply filters such as blur to an image. Advanced, use filters to blur an image. Import the image filter module. Apply a blur filter to the red image. Save the blurred image. Print a message when saved. Running the cell now. The output confirms that the blurred version of the original image has been successfully saved as a PNG file. This connects to the lesson's intent by showing how you can apply image processing, blurring, and then save the result in a specific format using the save method. Notice how saving preserves the filtered effect, allowing you to store and reuse edited images easily. Pillow is excellent for automating repetitive image tasks. Here we resize every JPG in the current folder. Advanced, batch process images in a folder, resize all JPGs. Import the glob module for file matching. Go through every file with .jpg in the folder. Open each image. Resize to 64 by 64 pixels. Create a new file name that starts with small underscore. Save the small image. Print which file was saved. Running the cell now. Here, the code batch processes all JPG images in the folder by resizing each to 64 by 64 pixels and saving them with a new file name prefix small underscore. Notice the consistent output messages confirming each resized image was saved, showing the file names maintain their original structure but clearly indicate the resized versions. This demonstrates how to efficiently save multiple images in a different format or size using a loop and the save method. Here is a more advanced example, watermarking images automatically. Advanced, automatically add a watermark to images. Define a function to add a watermark to an image. Open the image and convert to RGBA mode. Create a new transparent image of the same size. Create a drawing context for the transparent image. Draw watermark text near the bottom left. Combine the watermark image with the base image. Return the image converted back to RGB. Call the function to add watermark to our red image. Save the result as a new file. Print a message the watermarked image is saved. Running the cell now. This output confirms that the code successfully added a semi-transparent watermark to the original image and saved it as a new PNG file. Notice how the save method was used here to create a distinct file, demonstrating how you can preserve the original image while exporting a modified version in the same or different format. This reinforces the lesson's focus on saving images in different formats using the save method. Error handling and debugging. Watch for errors like file not found error when loading images. Check your image mode before editing. Always use try except when working with files. Running the cell now. Let us see what happens if you try to open a file that does not exist. Try opening a non-existent file. Start the try block. Try to open a file that does not exist. If the file is missing, do this. Print an error message about the missing file. Running the cell now. This output shows the result of a try except block catching a file not found error when attempting to open a non-existent image file. It highlights the importance of error handling to prevent program crashes and provide clear feedback, which is crucial when working with file operations in image processing. Some image operations require images to be in the same mode. Here is an example error. Handle wrong image mode for editing. Create a grayscale image. Try block begins. Try to paste a color image onto a grayscale image. If an error happens, do this. Print the error message. Running the cell now. The code runs without printing any error, indicating the paste operation succeeded after converting the image to grayscale mode, L. This shows the importance of ensuring the correct image mode before editing by converting first, we avoid a value error that would occur if modes are incompatible. It demonstrates proactive error handling to prevent common image processing pitfalls. Best practices and common patterns. Always check your file paths and image modes. Use with statements or try except for file handling. Reuse code by writing functions. Clean up temporary files. Save processed images to new files to avoid overwriting originals. Running the cell now. Using with statements for safe file operations is a good habit. Use with statement to ensure files are closed. Open the image in a with statement. Rotate the image inside the with block. Save the rotated image. Print a message it was saved. Running the cell now. This output confirms the image was successfully opened, rotated 90 degrees, and saved using a with statement, which ensures the file is properly closed afterward. Notice how the concise print statement provides clear feedback, reinforcing the practice of communicating progress in file handling tasks. This aligns with the lesson's emphasis on safe file management and clean, reusable code patterns. Mini project: make all images square thumbnails. Load every image with .jpg extension. Create a square thumbnail for each and save with thumb_ prefix. Thumbnails help to make small versions of images for websites. Running the cell now. Let us automate thumbnail creation with a simple batch script. Mini project: create square thumbnails for all JPG images. Go through every JPG file. Open each image safely using a with statement. Set the thumbnail size to 64 by 64. Make a copy of the image. Create the thumbnail from the copy. Create a new file name with thumb prefix. Save the thumbnail image. Print out confirmation. Running the cell now. This output shows that for each original JPG image file, a square thumbnail was successfully created and saved with the prefix thumb_. Notice the consistent naming pattern in the saved file names, confirming the code processed every matching file in the directory. This demonstrates how the loop and thumbnail creation systematically generate smaller image versions, which is essential for efficient web display. Thank you, and next steps. Thanks for learning Pillow. Practice and experiment with your own images. Subscribe for more beginner-friendly Python tutorials. Leave a comment if you have questions or ideas for new videos. Running the cell now.